All right, so here go homework solutions for pages 246 through 264 to 265, sorry. All right, so for number 1, you should have gotten that x is equal to 39. For number 2, when you solved it, you got 2 solutions. So originally, you got x was equal to -2 and x was equal to +3. But then because you were careful and you went through and you checked for extraneous solutions, you realized that was not going to be a possible solution. So you only got x is equal to 3. Then for number 3, you should have gotten that x is equal to -2. Then you went on to number 4. And right now, we're trying to figure out where two things are equal to each other. So technically, these are asking for intersections. I'm sure that we probably only found x values here. So if you want to pause and find y values too, great. So when you use substitution here to solve for x, you ended up getting that x was equal to 1 and that x was equal to 4. And then when you plug those back in, ultimately you get that your ordered pairs are 1, 6 and an x value of 4 with a y value of 7. So those are your solutions there. For number 5, again, I said we were rounding our side lengths to the nearest tenth. So I got side lengths of 11.7 and another side length of 35.1. And then when it asked me for the area, I used the triangle formula, base times height divided by 2. And I got an area of 205 and 34 hundredths centimeters squared. All right, so for number 6, I guess, you know what, I'm just going to go with the answers. And then again, I'll go over the ones we need to go over. So for number 6, I got 256 feet. For number 7, I got about 3.2 seconds. So I guess that indicates rounding since that is an about value. Just going through work that I did way earlier. So for number 8, we're trying to figure out if Charlie was telling the truth. We figure out that he is not actually telling the truth. If he were going, so if he was going 35 miles per hour, the stopping distance would have been 58.3 feet. And given the value of his, he was actually going about 40 miles per hour. So he was not super honest there. All right, then for number 9, we get that the power is 240 watts. And then for number 10, we get that the radius is 6 units. So again, any questions about these, you want to email me, and once the day ends and I figure out which questions people have emailed me about, then I will make a video about the different solutions. Then you can go back again and look at those particular questions. And then in the meantime, we're going to move on to solving radical equations. No, we're not. We're going to move on to talking about the graphs of radical equations. So once you're done checking your homework, you're going to go ahead and go back into your email, open up this next file, which is about graphing radical equations. All right, see you in a little bit. Bye.